think it's hearable now. Hello. Oh god. Checking a couple of things. Hold on 1 second. Not that anybody is here currently. But also, it seems fair to check. Okay. You can hear the playback. That's so unfortunate. Let's see. Seems to be a good size, I think. I don't know if it got any bigger on the screen. Oh boy. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. I would like to play the Arks because I haven't played it yet. Or rather, I have played it. I have not beaten it, I guess is what I should say. Which is unfortunate. You would think I would be able to beat that. Why do you break? Okay. I probably should have rated that or read that. Oh lord. If that's not testament to what is going to happen, then I don't know what is. Bear with me just a minute. Evidently my overlay does not want to work. Oh, great. Hey. Why don't you work? Why don't you function the way that you're supposed to? Oh, Lord. Okay. Hotkeys. I think I made it delete. Oh, for heaven's sake. Someday, I will be prepared. Turn that frickin' off. Thank you. Okay. Let us begin properly. Okay. Let's see. Preserving the seedlings. This one freaking sucks because trying to manage this shit gives me so much anxiety. Okay. So we must ensure that the seedling arcs don't freeze. All the seedlings and many of the tropical seeds are very sensitive to the cold. If the temperature in any seedling arc falls below chilly for too long, its precious contents will be irreversibly damaged. I'm blind. Okay. Cool. So, first things first. we have to get coal. Those are wood crates. This is coal. Okay. I'm gonna put the automaton on that because anything else would just be ridiculous. Because we need coal coming in at literally the highest rate we can possibly manage. And then we just connect the road. And then we can build some tents. How many will fit there? 3? Oh Lord, I'm out of wood. Okay. Well, that really is just the way that it goes. Okay. Okay, and then we slow things down, and what does suck is that they're all engineers. And so I have to deal with only having 45 people. Which, honest to God, sucks. It's kind of the worst thing. But we have coal, so we can now turn on the generator. Beautiful. So that'll heat at this range only what is right here, which will be not very much, admittedly. And we can see our consumption there, so we will be making profit. We also have more wood, so we will build another house. Well, they're not houses yet, because houses are actually things that you would eventually get later on. So we're just gonna sort of let that go for a minute. Hold on a second. Answering something. I'm not paying attention. I have people who require my services. No services, but my attention. Visually? Question mark? Okay. Oh, that nestles right in there. We love to see it. Okay. It looks like, yeah, the workday's over. Okay. So unfortunately we still have we're still gonna have like 5 people that are homeless, which is not as bad as it could be. They're also technically starving because all that I have is raw food, which they can't eat because they're not food rations. And apparently those are different things. So that's a good time. At least. Oh boy. Okay. And then we just skip through the night because nothing is going to happen that will be any kind of interesting during the night. Should probably be using the keyboard keys to move stuff around because anything else is finicky. Like trying to get it like that. It's meant for full screen, but I don't know if well, I guess we could do full screen. Let's just do full screen, and I think this is the setting that it's usually on. Okay. And I have to frick with things. That should be fine, and that should be fine. Okay. Perfect. This is what we want. Okay. Now I can see things. Okay. Yeah, your people are depending on you. I just need you to go to work. I've been playing this game for actually quite a while, but it stresses me out. So I thought maybe it'd be a funny game to stream because I start to get mad. Pretty quickly, actually. I don't know what the volumes are like, so if anybody is there, which I don't know, let me know if I should adjust things. I'm hoping that the delay is less than it has been, because it's obnoxious to deal with a long delay between me talking and people responding. But then again, I don't know if anybody is even there, so that's delightful. Unavoidable, of course. Until the day I get another monitor, which will probably be never at this rate, but who knows? Okay, so we really need to get a cookhouse going, but in the meantime, I think I can build another gathering post, which is a good idea. So the more... Yeah, I need wood. The more gathering posts you have, obviously, the more resources that you get, and faster, and that becomes important very quickly, of course. So you just throw the max amount on there and send them on their way. And so they'll be picking up some wood crates, steel wreckage, and more steel wreckage, which isn't everything that we want, but it's fair enough. And then we can put the cookhouse here. Yeah, we're out of wood. Not for long. And now we can actually start feeding people, which is kind of important. So, of course it's closed, so nobody's going to get to eat tonight, but there's nothing that I can do about that. So, it's just kind of unfortunate, and where the cookie crumbles on that. We'll just put the general news out there. Let's see. Okay. And then, once again, we fast forward through the night. Okay, so the automaton actually finished the coal pile. So I'm gonna throw him on the cookhouse for the moment. Just for the sake of being able to feed people. Because that's kind of important. Okay. Now this is where things get fun. Laws are funny because I can do all kinds of things preemptively, but then I don't have anything left to do when stuff's happening either. So I don't know which one I should be doing. Like, it feels like I could be doing literally anything. I'm gonna do the emergency shift. People aren't gonna like that, but it'll be useful for if we need it later. Yeah, you don't like it, shush. I don't care what you don't like. They complain a lot. And okay, I understand. Hold on 1 second, I have to dispense something. Oh, I hope you can't hear that. But I have no way of knowing for the moment. The engineers complain a lot more, I think. Than even the... Go ahead and go there. I'm gonna move people, actually. And go ahead and build a medical post. Nobody needs it right now, but I think it's good to have. And then we can build another gathering post for only this one. I mean, I don't know if a gathering post is more efficient or not. We're gonna do it anyway. And we're actually gonna wait on that one. Oh, I can't see where it is. Then we can just connect that there. And that would be a bit more efficient. Okay. And now I can put people back there. I think this rotates it. Yeah, it does. Oh, God. I'm gonna rotate it this way. There we go. A little bit better of a view. Because these are just houses back here. I don't need to see that. It is going very, very slow. Oh, right. Be just a second. Okay. Sorry. Had to take a second. Okay, and then I can put those there. And then it is time to start workshopping. Now, my layout system always falls or fails or something. I don't know how people do good layouts. Like, I don't know what is considered good or bad. I just sort of put things places and hope that that works out. So that is what we're going to do. And it's new lot time. And again, I'm going to go with extended shift because this can be helpful later. Even if they don't like it right now, because that discontent will go down a lot faster than if I wait and handle it later. Did I build? I freaking did. Of course I did. Calm down. I'm not ready yet. I have to put people in them. That's actually not bad. I thought I built too many workshops to the point where like I don't have enough workers. But in the Arks, the first thing that you want to research is the beacon, because you are supposed to do that in order to find resources and stuff outside there. So that's the first thing that they have to research. And of course, it's not even work time yet. It could be worse. Let us see. Oh, I don't have any food incoming either, but I don't really need to worry about it yet. I don't think. It's probably a good idea to relax about it. It's probably not a big deal. We're still getting more coal than we're using, so that's good and important. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do actually, because I need to research stuff. That's right. This is going a little bit slower than I'm used to actually, which might be why I lose all the time. I don't know. I'm just bad at the game, I think. Probably. That's typically what it is anyway. I'm not very good. I don't claim to be good though, at least. I don't claim to. So I can at least say that I have that. I suppose I could skip through, because they should finish before the end of the day. Yeah. And so now I can build the beacon. And that's super important. And we don't have to build it near anything. It just has to be connected. Like, it's not a building that needs to be heated for any reason at all. So I don't need to worry about it being close enough to be heated. And of course, now that I put it down, I'm probably never going to be able to move it. But that is just the way things go. Okay. Now, as a general rule, I can't do any of that, actually. Okay. You want to go with faster gathering, because that will assist you. Because it works the same for in gathering posts. Like, it helps them gather faster, too. Which, hopefully they'll also finish that before the end of the day. But I'm actually not super sure. Okay. But this one's done, so now we can dismantle the building. And we actually want to take that road away, because there's no reason for it to be there. So it was only there for the gathering post. Hello, Ghosty. Hi. How are my volumes? Hopefully the delay is better as well. I did some fricking around with my stuff. What am I doing? More gathering posts. Let's see. And I can put that there. Actually, I take it back. I don't want to put it there. That's a bad spot. I want it to just line up at least decently. Okay. I hurt. Yikes. Oh boy. I also don't know what to do with the automaton now. And the temperature's gonna drop again, of course, because why wouldn't it? So we want heaters, because then we can heat all the buildings individually and we don't have to worry about using too much coal. Not to mention it would take a whole other, what do you even call it? Oh, I forget that it does that. Yikes. I don't have people. Oh no. What are they doing? Yes, there's a storm. I really should read that, but it's in the way. We'll put the automaton there. And then we can send people out. It's delightful. And they need to go check out the abandoned supplies because we're looking for factory blueprints, basically, I think. Factory blueprints, or whatever. I need to figure something out about food soon, though. Okay. Now, I don't need anything right now, right? Like, I don't require anything from any of this because currently we have enough food that I don't have to make soup or do food additives, which puts sawdust in the food, which is delightful, I'm sure. I don't have a bunch of people that are sick, which is much better than my last run through of this scenario because I let people go homeless for a really long time, and that was a good choice. And so they got sick very quickly, and then putting sawdust in their food makes them sick as well, which I did last time. Crunchy, crunchy sawdust, indeed. But I could do things preemptively, which I'm not super sure about. And the biggest one that I'm on the fence about is the cemetery versus corpse disposal. Because if you build a cemetery, there's less chance for like disease to spread, right? It says it down here. I don't know if you can read it. I can barely read it. It lowers risk of disease. And then you can do ceremonial funerals, which means that like basically hope doesn't fall as much when people die. I don't expect people to die immediately, at least, but I also probably shouldn't be that optimistic to think that nobody will die. But if I do corpse disposal, I can later do organ transplants, which helps sick people recover. So like I don't know, and you can only do one of them when you do, like, they're connected. You can't, like, if I did radical treatment, I can't also do a care house because it doesn't work that way. But for now, we don't really need anything. So I am just going to let it go through the night and try to keep an eye on the scouts which should hopefully return at some point. I do only have 5 more people available, which is unfortunate. Sort of the downside of starting with 45 people to work with. But it could be worse, I suppose. Now I have people that are sick because places are getting cold. But I can help that, and I can turn heaters on, which should help keep sick people from getting sick. Sick people from getting sick. That's very articulate of me. Okay. We've got lots of resources going on, which is very nice. But should probably do something about the fact that we're going to run out of resources very quickly. It's going to be a lot faster than I want it to be. Okay. They've reached the abandoned supplies. Our supplies are covered in snow and ice. They seem undamaged, but we'll have to dig them out to be sure. So I can get steel and steam cores, which are really important. 29 steel, 1 steam core. Steam cores are used for making the automatons, the big robot things. I don't know if you've seen them walking around. They're kind of horrifying, actually. I can rename everything in this game, which is delightful, but I've never taken the time to do it. But we spent hours hacking at the ice to free our supplies, but we did it. We were forced to abandon them once. Doing it again would be unforgivable. So that's good. But they're not the most important resources. Like, I don't need them yet, so I'm just going to continue to send them off. So the yellow dot means that it's story driven, of course. So they're going out to the broken automaton, which hopefully means that they'll send back another automaton. I think that's how that works. I don't know if any of those are randomized or not. I know some outcomes of things are randomized. But the coal pile's depleted, so now we can take the automaton off of that one, dismantle it, and once again delete the road, which is beautiful. And we can put the automaton over here, because that'll take people out of the cold as well, and that actually means that I can take the heat off. I can just turn off the heater, so I don't have to worry about it as much. Yeah. Because the temperature's about to drop. The cold here, it'll drop 1 level, which I don't know how much the levels are in terms of, like, to translate it to degrees properly, but I mean, it seems fine. But yeah, comfortable, livable, chilly, stuff like that. I should probably turn these ones on. Oh, I don't. That's being deconstructed. I don't know why I would turn that one on. Okay. So these will drop a level to chilly, basically. Unfortunately. And these ones will drop to livable, or whatever. But some of these need to honestly be better than that. But right now we don't really have the resources to do that, because our consumption might be high right now, but they will not stay that way the longer that we go on. Okay. New research. In this one, I find that it's best to go through every level of research before you move on to the next, like, tier, basically. At least at the very beginning. So we'll have coal thumpers, sawmills, steelworks. I need to research the steam hubs, and there's nothing to research there, and I already did the beacon, but we're getting close. Because the temperature's going to rise again right after this, like almost the day after. So it's a little bit lenient, but then it's not going to be lenient anymore. And you're not going to have good days if you're not prepared for that temp drop. So hopefully we can actually be prepared and avoid getting a bunch of sick people. Because right now we only have 2 people that are sick. And that's fine. Like, that's not bad. Because I think the... What do you call them? I can't think of them. Can't think of the name. Medical tents? Is that what they're called? the places where they stop being sick. Whatever. Where they go to get not sick. Those, I think, have like 10 beds. So once we hit like 10 sick people, then I gotta worry about it. But hopefully we don't even do that at all. But the coal thumper will be a good idea because this will... that's basically going to produce a giant pile of coal that they are going to be able to gather from. And that's why, like, this gathering post is probably going to stay there. Okay. But they've reached their automaton. Only the top of the automaton is sticking out of the snow. Digging it out will take some effort, but should be worth it. And so they'll search the area. Yeah. Malfunction repaired. This automaton was left where it broke down. Thankfully, we've managed to dig it out and fix it. We can now send this fully operational automaton to the city. These things are horrifying when you look up at them close. I'll have to show you what I mean. But that will actually walk itself back to the city, which I think is delightful. Okay. And then I gotta send them to the Dreadnought because that should be where the factory blueprints are, which is what we need because we need to be able to make more automatons. Okay. And now we can put some people there. The heater should... Ugh. It's just gonna be chilly. That's gonna be so cold in a minute. It's so unfortunate. But the biggest, like, thing, because you weren't here earlier, I don't even know if you're still here. I think so, but, these seedling arks contain the seeds. What was that? Thank you for donating $3 for my starving people. I appreciate you. It scared me. That sound is so loud. I desperately need to do something to make it not that loud. But so yeah, it contains seeds and seedlings from around the globe that will help us rebuild the world in the future. And you have to keep them chilly at minimum, which is what they're at now, which is like the bare minimum, because I can't afford to make them any hotter at the moment. But this should be good. This should do us well. Usually I put a couple of, what are they called? Gathering posts near these, but I don't have enough people for that, so because there's only 5 people working over here. Mostly that's because I've decided to go with 3 workshops, but the efficiency raises per what do you call it? Per workshop, per 5 people. So, and then we can put a sawmill out here. And so the automaton will reach us in like a day. I'm gonna leave the sawmill unfunctional. That's not the word I'm looking for here. Like unmanned until it gets here, because it's way too far out there to be putting people there right now. Because otherwise, they're just gonna get sick, and I don't want to power buildings that are way far out there, because that would be ridiculous. Why would you ever want to do that? So we're just gonna avoid doing that and just not do it instead. But we're moving on because we need Steelworks. Steel is going to be the big crunch, I feel like. Because the big thing is that if you can get a lot of automatons, which you need a lot of steel for and a lot of steam cores, you can automate the city and resource gathering, and that will be so helpful. But it costs so much. So, like, super early on, you have to stockpile, basically, all of your, like, steel resources and all of that. Because otherwise, you're just going to be out of luck. Don't do that. Like, you're just not going to get the... Go up. The amounts that you need. Does that make sense? Did I say any of that right? But yeah, so this is the automaton. And when it works a building, it just sort of sits on top of it like some kind of giant machine spider. And every now and then it'll get up and it'll walk over here to the center, to this thing, and it'll refuel itself up there, and that's always fun. So that will be a good time. What is happening? Oh, everybody's at work. That's fair. Everybody should be at work, all things considered. Okay. And now we have the Steelworks, which is good. Again, I think I'm just gonna make... Because these go all the way out here, and I'm gonna have to break some trees in order to make that work. But I'm also gonna leave that unmanned because I think I just want to put automatons there. Because it's smarter and it keeps your people out of the cold. Granted, I'm only gonna have 2 for a hot minute, which is unfortunate. But this should be the last one of the top tier research, and then we can just be done with it. I need food. I really wasn't paying attention. It's fine. They can starve for a little bit, really. It's not a big deal. Worst comes to worst, they starve for a little bit. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices in order to survive. And I think going hungry for a couple of days is probably going to be the number one thing. What does that say? I don't know what that says. I can't read it. It's underneath the Steam overlay, unfortunately. Okay. Ooh. I picked up a bunch of stuff. Okay, so they got 100 wood, 100 steel, 3 steam cores. Hold the frig up. Is that how much they always get? Ask like you might know. Don't know. Okay. And then we'll just... I also didn't read that. But... Repelled down into the crevasse. How do you say that? Crevice? Crevasse? I've heard it both ways. listening to the ominous sounds of the ice crackling. That's not what that says. Under the weight of the steel behemoth. After an hour or so of searching, we found the document safe and retrieved the factory plans. And then we have to return to the city. So I just send them straight back because they'll get back before even this automaton does. Just because they're faster in general, like they're people. I guess it's just natural that they would be faster. So yeah, excellent. Now we can start setting up the automated infrastructure to keep the seedlings arcs at a safe temperature, bring back the plans, set up a factory, and increase the number of automatons to 3. So yeah, so they want you to very quickly raise the number of automatons you have to 3. So you can put 1 in the steel industry, you can put 1 in the coal industry, and you can put 1 in the wood industry. That's what that's called. And like, it's a good plan. It's just, it's hard to do sometimes because they can be used for so many things. And I like to use them for other things in the meantime as well, just because it's convenient. Like right now, I have this one over here, collecting from these coal piles. I don't know when they'll be done, but for now, we can certainly leave it alone. Oh yeah, I don't look at these. I don't know if I should or not, but like I've played this game so much since I got it initially. Such a big fan of it. It's so fun to me. These kinds of games are absolutely like my wheelhouse of interest, even if I'm not good at them, which I think is typically the case, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, and then now it's defrosting a little bit, which is good. So now it's a little bit, it's warmer everywhere. People will recover better because it's not so cold. It'll be a great time. What? Ah, don't do that. Don't press a bunch of buttons. What is this? I can't read it behind this thing. I wonder if I can fix that, actually. Let me see. Yeah, calm down. I don't actually want to look at the task manager. I would actually rather... I don't know. I won't be able to keep up with the events if I move it, but I think I can just move it out of the way. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's just move it down here. Maybe that will help. Perchance. We love doing these things in the middle of playing. This is unfortunate. Oh, what am I doing? Pull the game back up. Okay. Yeah, now it's out of the way of stuff that happens up here a little bit more, I think. So that's good. Okay. Back to it. Unfortunately, we do still have sick people. I don't know how they get so sick. It can't possibly be related to them being undernourished or anything worse than that, could it? Do you think? Nothing to do with nourishment. Okay. Now we've got that going. I don't have enough wood to do this, which is unfortunate because I need to do it. But to get into the next level of things, I have to research the next level of things to even be able to touch it. But we don't have enough wood, apparently. So, now we do. Okay. So now they've returned with factory plans, which is good. Couldn't have anything to do with malnourishment. So the factory is really important to have. It builds your automatons. Not that I can build them right now. I definitely don't have enough resources for that. But I do have enough resources to build a couple of resource depots. Because pretty soon I'm going to be making more resources than I can hold. As you can see, I already have too much coal. Which is really just unfortunate in general. But we have to send them right back out, so we can send them to a cave or a mine. Now a mine would probably find coal, but the mountainside cave could also be absolutely nothing and might not even be worth it. But it could be like a steel mine. I don't know what kind of mine it is. It could be either. I'm gonna send them to the mines. I think that's probably a good idea. I hope. Otherwise, I've sent them somewhere that is completely useless to me. I don't think in this one we get outposts, but maybe we do. You spend a lot of time in these games. What is happening? Oh, it's because the storage is near capacity. Right, because this is all coal. Okay. We've just used one of our first steam cores. I read that wrong. Steam cores are a necessary component in advanced technology. We can't manufacture steam cores in the city, so let's hope that our scouts find them during their expeditions. So yeah, you have to be careful with your steam cores, because steam cores can be used for either the automatons, which is this fucking thing. Look at it. Look at it go. It's so neat. Ugh. Yeah, it steals the coal. That looks horrifying. Do you see this? Or stuff like steam coal mines and stuff like that that basically improve the efficiency of those things, which is important. Don't get me wrong, but did I already run out of wood? No. Oh, I used it all building resource things. That's great. Okay. But now we have a new automaton, which is great because I can just put them over here and we can start getting wood immediately. Which is great because the automatons also work through the night, whereas obviously the people will not. Because they're lame, I guess. Don't know. They just refuse to work through the night. Like, what do you mean you need sleep? Like, I need you to do your jobs. Obviously, that's what the, like, extended stuff is. Extended shifts and emergency shifts and stuff, but... Okay. So 100 wood, 50 coal, 100 steel, and 1 steam core makes an automaton. I don't have enough of any of that. Like, I have enough of the steam cores and the steel and the coal, but, like, it's complicated getting all the way up with all of your resources if you're not managing them right. Um, but I still have to build another one because that's what the game wants you to do, and clearly you don't get an option. But if you want to continue on with the game, it is certainly what you will be doing. Let's see. We're going to reach 50 wood here in a bit, which is good, because then we need to do the next level of research. Here we go. Okay, perfect. Now I think it's going to get cold again soon. Yeah, it's going to get cold again tomorrow. And then the day after it'll rise the same level back to normal, and then it's going to drop again. So it's like, it just makes you upset. It's what I've found, in my opinion. Is that it's just kind of vaguely upsetting. Okay. Looks like they've reached it. Oh. The mine is at risk of being buried by an avalanche at any time. It must have been abandoned a long time ago. It looks like the mine was constructed before the Great Winter, possibly by the first prospectors to explore the area. The general disarray inside the building suggests they were abandoned abruptly, presumably due to some sort of earthquake. Many valuable resources have been left behind. But that's good, because they also pick up some steel, which we always appreciate. There was nothing else there, and nothing else that way, so we'll go ahead and send them back to the cave and see what's in there. Hopefully I don't have to bring them back too soon, but I also might have to. It's really hit and miss. Hit or miss, I guess. Aha. Perfect. Okay. Now that that's done, once again we dismantle everything so that way it doesn't look any nicer, but you do get the resources back that you spent on it for sure. Okay, and this isn't doing anything because it looks like the storage limit has been reached, which I think is referring to the amount of coal that the pile can store, which is interesting because I did not realize that it had a limit. But I typically turn that off when that happens because there's really no reason to leave it up, and I don't like the red mark that goes up when there's nothing. But I desperately need to get food going because they're still starving, actually. I kind of forgot about that. Certainly the sooner the better. Yeah, see, there they go. They're hungry. Like, they're not starving yet, but they will very soon if I'm not careful. So we go here, and then... that's right. So they're engineers. They refuse to hunt, which is usually, I think, up here, where it's an automatic thing that comes with, like, the normal group of, like, survivors kind of thing. But they refuse to do that, so you have to build them a hothouse, which is basically like... I think it's like almost like a greenhouse of some kind. I'm not really sure. It probably says, actually. Allows us to build hothouses. Yeah, I would certainly hope so, considering I picked it. A few hardy crops. Yeah, crops can be grown here. So that gives you the raw food that you convert into rations, which is a 1-to-1 ratio, I think. So it is a bit of a struggle initially to feed everyone, but you don't get a lot of people until much later in the game, I think, because then they start like flowing in. Okay. Fundamental research for the automaton project. So an engineer is asking for a day off to study an automaton closely. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learned how to make them, we can surely learn how to make them better. If I take a look closer at the machine, I can adjust it to improve its performance. So the engineer is not going to be able to work for 24 hours, but I'm pretty sure that that increases the thing, the efficiency, that's what I'm looking for, of the automatons. What did you say? Okay. There we go. I actually spent time responding to you, which is delightful. Okay. Let us see. Feed more with less. Our food supplies are running low. We could stretch them if we start using more efficient meal recipes suitable for these hard times. What do you think, Ghost? I'm gonna appeal to you. Should I do soup, which makes people unhappy, or put sawdust in their food, which can make them sick? But it's more filling, I guess? I think it means they eat less often, but then this makes double food rations, I think. I'm pretty sure that that's what it does. It's hard to remember. I mean, either way, like, it makes food more efficient, regardless. Oh boy. Oh, you're fine. Super sawdust. We'll let you decide. Because I don't want to make the decision. Both work well enough. Okay. Both work well enough. Okay, so you said soup. So we're gonna sign soup in. And we're gonna have them make soup. Granted, they can't yet. Because I don't have any food. But we're in the process of fixing that. We can fix that. Please stop feeding your poor fucker sawdust. Look, it's efficient. Okay. Cause it is, but they're all so hungry. I just we have to. I am going to make them work an extended shift for right now. In the workshops, because I need this done. Yes, I will feed everyone in 3 days. Please don't bug me about it. I'm working on it. I promise. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we have the hothouse. This is what we need. Okay, the hothouse is fucking huge. They're... Listen, like hamster. Okay, it's efficient. For one, it's efficient. Okay, for two, you're in the middle of a global crisis, like the freezing over of the earth, and you're gonna complain to me about what you have to eat to survive? Are you... Just put that into perspective. I think it's fair for me to complain about them complaining. Where the hell do I put this? I'll put it there. Does somebody just talk to me? Hello? Please don't do that. My room scares me. It's fine. Oh, hello, beacon. Alright. It is efficient enough. Okay, what's happening? Ah. I don't need them on extended like hamster. Listen, not hamsters. I respect them as the people that they are. I just think, okay, that they should be more willing to eat other things. I keep running down my wood resources like super fast, but it's fine. Okay, so now we have people in hothouses. Now we can make food. The United Nations, you're under arrest. Oh no. Look, I did not hit her. I did not. You can't arrest me, okay? I don't know what you're gonna arrest me for. I'm trying to feed the people. It's not my fault if they don't like what I'm feeding them. Okay. Some of the buildings as well will stop working once they hit a certain temperature. Like, obviously these can't hit anything below chili, or they start freezing over. But, like, let's see if I can find it. Is this the medical? No, it's stockpiles. I think this is the medical tent over here. The medical post, sorry. This will stop functioning. I'm not feeding it to them, though. I'm making them eat soup, which is basically just watered down food instead. I'm just giving them more more water. I mean, everybody needs more water, so I think it's fine. Are people even working here? Oh god, it's cold. So sorry. Okay. What was I saying? But yeah, the medical tent will shut down if it gets too cold. Like, they'll stop treating people. The hothouse will also shut down. And it's just really unfortunate because I wish they didn't do that. But that's half the point. Like, if buildings didn't shut down, you wouldn't have to worry so much about it. Ow. Because I need to reach 100 wood, because then I can get the third automaton. And that's really important. What happened? It sounded like people were gonna say a thing. And don't worry, you don't have to let go of the bit. I will just continue to defend it. So there's also this one. So you can sign a fighting arena law, which is interesting. I don't know why it needs to be a law that you can fight each other. But it basically like a brawling ring or whatever. And it reduces discontent. But I don't know if that's a good idea. Like if I should do it preemptively, kind of thing. Because once you sign it, you have to build it within like 3 days. And if you don't, they get upset with you. Which is, I guess, fair. You did promise a thing, you know? So, I guess I can go ahead and sign it. I think that's probably a good idea. The biggest thing about it is you want to build it near as many houses as you can. Because it will affect those people. So, at this point, we're just building it behind all of the houses so that way they can fight each other, I guess. I don't know why that would work. I mean, I guess it's a way to, like, get your rage out, TM? You know? Like, is that the vibe? Like, does that make sense? I don't know. Okay. So we've upgraded our range on the generator, which I think you can see it was growing. But that's also going to use up more coal. So I need to look at my consumption rate to make sure that I'm not using more coal than I'm producing, because that's a real bad time. Okay. Test subject needed, sir. The engineer working on the automaton project is back. It wants to borrow an automaton. I'm close to a breakthrough. Need an automaton for a day, and I think I'll be able to propose specific modifications that will raise their performance permanently. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to him. I don't ever hesitate on those, because honestly, where were you? Oh, that's right. I had him... I don't know. Where did I put you? Where did you come from? Not really sure. Anyway. Now I've gone and lost it. I have no idea what's happening. But yeah. There's also a power upgrade, which means that the heat level will go up, which is very good. I probably need it soon. But it is complicated. Let's see. We're actually just gonna go ahead and do a resource depot? Depot? I don't know. Upgrade, because that'll like double the amount of space that those have. So I don't have to build so many more of them. Right, because it increases the amount. But that number that they hold will go up. So they're more efficient as well, which is important. Y'all have been waiting there for who knows how long. And you were gonna tell me that they were waiting up there in the corner. How unreliable. Okay. Mountainside cave seems to have been used as a warehouse. Ooh, there's food in there. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and there's wood. Okay. I'm actually gonna bring them back really quick, because I think that's a good idea. We're gonna hope that that's a good idea. Because my people are still starving. I don't have the cookhouse on. That's why. You know, someday I won't be useless. Okay. There we go. It's still just... It really is the product of only having 45 people. It is very difficult to manage sometimes, and irritates me a lot, actually. But I don't have my second automaton, so I can't do what I want with it. But if you move them around enough, you know, it helps you get to where you're going eventually. You sort of have to pick and choose what needs to be... Oh, that's not necessary. What needs to be built and when, and what needs to be managed how and where, and the whole 9 yards. So that's a good time. Oh, zoomed in too close. But tomorrow it's gonna raise the temperature, but in a couple of days after that it's just gonna go down even more, which is gonna be complicated. So by that point I really need to have the generator power upgrade going, and hopefully I can actually manage to get that. Why are you standing around? Are you available? Oh, no. You must be the project automaton. That's fair. Because the project automaton can't work the same way that I'm missing one engineer from here, because he's doing his thing, whatever that is, getting all up in my automaton's business. Let's see. Okay, now we actually have enough wood. Yes, I took my medicine. Leave me alone. I hope that wasn't super loud. It sort of sounded like it will be. I can actually take a couple of people from these. Where's the other one? Over there. To make up the 5 people that I need in here, because it's a little bit more important, and I need an automaton immediately. So we're actually going to put an emergency shift, and there we go. All of my resources were depleted, and we should be able to do that. Oh, they're unhappy. Whew. That is a bad time. People are hungry and cold. It's fine. It's fine. They're not that upset. I was not paying attention to the discontent down there. That's so not what I was hoping for. But that's okay. Things happen. You know, you put people on their 24-hour shifts, and they get upset for some reason. Okay. Also my fault. One of our people died suddenly during an emergency shift. We don't know what happened, but it's likely a heart attack. I could end the emergency shifts for the day. Okay. So we'll end the emergency shifts, because regular shifts are going to come up very soon. In a couple of hours anyway. Okay. So here's another, like, split. I can't do anything right now. I have to wait another 16 hours before I can sign anything. But I can either build the cemetery or do corpse disposal, which basically just means that, like, it's a snow pit. So they just, like, throw the bodies in a pit and cover them with snow. Yes, hello. That is my name. Feed them sawdust and then work them to death. It's not my fault if they're weak-willed. Look, you know what? No, that is my fault. That is, I sort of had is it undersight? um, of what to do with them. I don't know why they complain, okay? It's for the greater good. Is that how you become not a terrorist? That's not what you say. Is that how you become like a radical dictator? It's for the greater good. Is that cult like? I don't know. I usually go with cemetery because I mean it sounds nicer. But organ transplants could be a good idea. What do you think? I shall wait for your answer. Because I don't know. I always get hung up on this one. Because I never know what to do. Like, I know what to do. I gotta pick one or the other. The cackle does not bode well. Yeah. It's fine. It's for the greater good. Surely you understand, Ghosty. You, as someone who looks out for the greater good. You don't know. Excuse me. Yawn time. I can't pick yet anyway, just because I still have to wait, but I don't know. We'll see when we're able to apply new laws. At least discontent lowered. They're real mad about the bad food. They are upset. But you know what? It's better than being hungry, I think. Okay. So they brought more raw food, which is really important. So that's good. Okay. And now we can just send them back out again. Stone ship. Snow dune. Go out there to the ship. Maybe the ship will have some good resources. I don't know. Potentially. The hungry were fed. Most of the hungry have had a meal and are somewhat satisfied for the time being. Oh, prizes. Delightful. Okay. So it's warmer again, which is good. Because I think that means people are happier. Because their houses are cold. But they're livable. I don't know. I guess they were chilly before. Probably. Guess they were upset about it being chilly. So sorry for the draft that you had to put up with. I'm really mean to them. But they complain. This group complains so much more about everything. And there's only 45 of them. Like, what do you have to complain about? Let's be honest. Oh, one of them died. Oh, I forgot. We were just talking about it. How did I forget? Oh, boy. This is working so slow. Yes. Okay. The automatons are performing admirably. Now we have to make enough of them to automate all critical operations in the city before the storm hits. It's the only way to ensure the seedling arcs will be supported during the storm. Yep, so now we have another automaton ready, and we don't have enough resources to build any more. Actually, we do. So I'm gonna go ahead and build another one. I mean, we might as well. If we can get ahead of the game, we want to be ahead of the game. because it's really important. Unfortunately, they will have to build another one. Like, I don't know what else to say. Now, I don't think I'm making... Ooh. That's bad. This is a bad number. The 0 a day is a bad number. I need to move people. Okay, well I can... Oh, no, I can't do that. They're working on the automaton. I forgot. I really just do not keep up very well, do I, with myself? They're close to finishing it, though, I think. It should be finished by the end of the day. Yes? Steam core is needed. Let's see. Sir, the engineer working on the automaton project, sent in his report. He broke the automaton he borrowed. He broke it? How do you break an automaton? Do you see the size of those things? What did you do to break it? Ugh. Now he wants a steam core. The damage hasn't been for nothing. We can fix the broken machine, and on top of that, we can now adjust the automatons to make them work faster. The engineer's busy again now, but he says he's on to something really exciting. I still have 4. Oh, no. Well, I had 3. But I gave him a steam core. Apparently that was an unpopular decision. Well, I don't know what you want from me. Like, either you want me to... What was I just saying? I completely lost it, whatever it was. Whatever. Either you want me to make an autonomous city or you don't, at this point. Like, you can't pick and choose. We're gonna put the other automaton on that. I can't see what that says. Whatever. Okay. It is time for more research. Okay. Okay. I should probably do this. Because that freeze over is happening, I think, in like a couple of days, if not tomorrow. So I should probably be proactive. So we're going to go ahead and do the power upgrade, I think. That seems like a good idea. Okay. Oh, you still have plenty of trees, I think. That's probably not doing a lot, I realize, but it's fine. Not a big deal. We've still got 6 hours until we have to make a decision between a cemetery or the snow pit. And, you know, again, we need to figure out what's best for the greater good. What's better for the greater good? Do we want organ transplants to be an option, or do we want the ceremonies? There we go. So that way people get less unhappy when people die. That doesn't sound very good, I realize when I say it like that. But I think it's fine. I think it should be fine. I don't know what people are complaining about. Okay. I actually have leftover people, but I guess I put a whole automaton there. There were 10 people there originally. I'm actually gonna put a gathering post here. Ah, I can just put it right there. That's probably a good idea, because I think those are wood crates over there anyway, but I think that's the last of the free roaming resources. I don't know how I didn't see them before. Like, I don't think I was processing them as potential resources. Um, just at all, really. Okay. And we have enough food right now for 4 days, so I turned off the cookhouse. But I think I can just turn it back on now. I originally turned it off so I could move people around, but I don't think I need that anymore. So I think it's a good idea probably to keep that there. Okay. Let's see. We're still losing more coal than we're getting. This is unfortunate. But the next thing on the list is coal mining, because it's just way more efficient. And that'll go over here on these coal deposits. Obviously, the same way that these go over here on. Well, these are like steel deposits essentially, but you can't click on them the same way. Huh? What happened? I heard it. I think it was just telling me that this got built, but that's fine. Okay. And then we'll just put 4 people out there, and we'll turn on the heat. So that'll keep it chilly at least with this next freeze over. Which granted, like, still means that you can get sick, which is unfortunate, but it means that you can get less people will get sick. And we're managing it pretty well because we've only got 1 person who's sick right now. That hurts. And pretty soon we should be getting efficiency upgraded, which is good. People get real unhappy when it gets cold. Okay. Again, I request your humble opinion. Anyone watching the stream, I don't know if there are other people, but cemetery or corpse disposal. I've talked about the benefits of both, but I'm just not sure which one is better to do. I could go chaotic the whole way out, like, you know? I could just say, like, overcrowded and let people overcrowd my medical posts, you know? But, because I don't think in this one you get to do, like, faith or discipline actions. I'll have to do another run of the main story for, like, difference's sake, I guess, at some point, but I don't know. Maybe I will roll a die. Do you think I can do that? How do I do that? I ask how I do that like I don't play D&D on Discord. I don't have it here. Why not? This. Okay. According to this, we're going with corpse disposal, which is all fine and well. Oh, they're upset about it. They don't like that. But it's fine. It's cool. Leave that right in there. That's so nice. Piling up the dead in the snow. What a disgrace. It's fine. I don't know what you're complaining about. You're lucky I did anything. Hey. Actually, I'm gonna change this to wood because we're running out of wood more than we are anything else. Okay. I get mean to my people when they start annoying me. I try to be good to them. You know, like I do extra rations for the sick, right? Like I build them fighting arenas and pleasure houses and stuff. Like I'm good to them. I don't know why they complain so much. So you have to eat a little bit, you know, of sawdust in your food, or have a ratio of like 2 water to 1 food, but I'm doing the best with what I've got. Which is not much, admittedly. Okay, now consumption is about to, like, tank really hard. So we're gonna really, really quick, hopefully, get this coal mining out of the way. So that way we can take care of it. Okay. We've run out of steam cores. This is good. We know there's some industrial ruins to the north and south. We might find more steam cores there. Jesus. We're not out of steam cores. I still have them. They're up there. Ah. Christ. What do you mean? I can change your direction. A day in 7 hours. 22 hours. We'll send you there. Fuck the stone ship. I actually don't know if that's what that says. It's a little hard to read. But it's all good. Okay. So the automaton project is complete. Automatons can now be produced at a lower cost and used in medical facilities. See, that's really good. We learned to modify the automatons with precision attachments, allowing them to work with the most fragile thing we know of, the human body. It also turns out we can remove some non-essential parts. The cost of automatons reduced by 5%. That's actually super good, because 5% is still a lot. Like now it takes 95 steel, 95 wool? Wood. We don't we don't get wool out here. I'm gonna steal these people away from the hothouse for a couple of days, and I'm gonna turn that off for a while, because I really need this stuff to get done out here, because it's just wood out there, but the sooner the better. We always need more wood. We also always need more coal. I run out of coal constantly. We have like a day of coal left, which is just really unfortunate. Okay, well, we can put this here, and then it's such an ugly road. Like, why do you look like that? It's fine. We'll just connect it out that way. I think it looks nicer than trying to connect it this way. Ugly road building. It's fine. It's not like my city looks any better. I need to start new research. Don't forget about that. Okay. Should probably get bunkhouses. Because right now they're living in tents outside at negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's kind of fair when they complain about it being cold. Like, I'll give them that, I guess. You know? Like, I get it. Sort of. I didn't want to do that. Okay. So they're still building the road, and then they're gonna build this through the night. We really don't have very long to get this done and to get something in there. Okay. Okay. So I can actually take this off here for a moment. And actually, no. I should probably leave you there. I can take it off of here and put you here. And now I have an automaton in the coal mine, which is much more efficient anyway. And I can take about half of their workforce and put them there. I think that's probably a good idea. I think. How does the consumption look now? It's not very good. Maybe it'll be good in a minute. Maybe it'll be good once it starts. Just hold on a second. Just hold on a second. It's just not gonna go down. It's not gonna be any better. This is unfortunate. Okay. Steel and coal, a narrow path we were investigating led onto a large flat landscape. The snowy plains we have discovered seem promising. We've already observed a dozen places worth exploring. A lone boulder. I guess you can go out there. What good is a lone boulder gonna do me? Do I need rocks or something? Okay. I have to put one. It's fine. Once again, we're stealing from the workshops, folks. Because we need another automaton. And we have the resources. Beautiful. Okay. Hopefully that'll get done before the end of the day. I'm actually going to increase the shift just in case, because I don't have time for that not to work. Okay. So we can build bunk beds now. What is the problem? Oh, you take steel. Ugh. Steel is so slow. I hate it. It's not that bad. I complain a lot, I realize, but okay. We will go back there and do that. And turn that back on. Okay. So now I have 4 people again. I'm gonna put them back into the workshops, I think. We're missing one person, but that's fine. Okay. And now we can turn that off again, steal them, put you there, and then put you there. I think that will help. Okay, we're just barely making over consumption rate. Hopefully that's not a bad sign. It could be good or bad, depending. Like, it could really be anything. I don't even have enough people to have more scouts. You know what I mean? We're just gonna do a sawmill upgrade. I think that's a good plan for now. Currently. We're just barely staying afloat. This is so unfortunate. It's okay though. It could be worse. It could be worse. it's in the red, but it's not going down, which I think is progress. How close are you? An hour and 43 minutes. It's not bad. It's not bad. Hopefully that will mean something good. Who knows? Let's just fast forward to that. Oh no. Okay. So here's the problem. It's too cold, and I don't have anything to make it not cold. Usually I put steam hubs out here, but they're gonna consume more coal than I can make right now. So, what I'm actually gonna do is let it be cold for a little bit and see if we can't make it through the day, perhaps. Because it's gonna get warmer by the same 2 levels that it just dropped. I have to hope. Maybe. Oh, there's nothing. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go to the frozen pond. Because maybe there's food there. And food is always a good investment. Okay. Yeah, I know the seedlings are in danger. I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Granted, it's not very good, but I think this takes a good while to freeze. It'll either take long enough that I have the ability to combat it via waiting for right now, or it's gonna be bad enough that I can't and I'm gonna lose, and that would be unfortunate. Okay, so now we face the problem of Frostbite, and you can face this with sustaining life, which basically just keeps them alive and doesn't do anything to them. And they basically just won't be treated. Or you can do radical treatment, which essentially means that you amputate them so they lose a limb of some kind. But later on, there's an opportunity to make prosthetics through the factory, which would mitigate the issue of having an amputee, right? Like, it feels like the logical decision, yeah? I would think so, anyway. But I could easily be wrong for thinking that. I'm not sure. Give you a chance to input, to give your input. Ugh. We don't know how to word. Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. take a second. To check a thing or two. Okay. Ah, I almost started just playing a YouTube video. That's not what I want to do. Ow. I have also considered streaming Cyberpunk, since I've never played it before. I haven't even watched much of Cyberpunk, to be honest, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go with radical treatment because it's usually what I go with. So they can be treated and amputated. It sounds so bad when you say it, but it's like what else are you gonna do, you know? Like, are you just gonna let them sit there and, like, rot? I don't think so. Okay, so I've upgraded all of their houses into bunk houses, which basically mean that they're, the cold level inside goes up, or whatever, so it's warmer. So an engineer is here to see you. He has a letter to you from his team. My workers asked me to deliver this. They're plain people, so it reads like bad poetry, but here's the gist of it. They want to thank you, sir. The sight of the automaton working tirelessly in the inhuman cold where previously they toiled and suffered is somehow worth living for. Glad to hear it. Hope will rise. Well, we're still freezing, so I wouldn't be that excited about it. But I think I was right. I think this takes a couple of days. Okay. So there's been an accident. An automaton has stepped on a man, crushing his leg and crippling him for life. People argue that the automaton should walk more slowly and carefully, even at the cost of their efficiency. I am not even going to bother asking anybody's opinion on this, because no. You will continue to be stepped on. I'm so sorry to tell you. But we can't afford to lose the efficiency, so it is very important, especially considering we're barely keeping our coal afloat right now, and our arcs are freezing currently, so we're just going to have to put up with it for a little bit longer. Okay, so that's... yeah, no, that's fine. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We may be able to reach some more promising locations from here. Okay. What is a steam lorry? Does anybody know? I don't know. I always go to the closest one, if not the most interesting sounding one. So we're gonna go here. I really need to get another scout team out, but I still don't really have the people for it. I don't have enough automatons to really justify losing another person, or another 5 people to, not scavenging, but scouting. There we go. So, one way or another. But these will return to normal. It'll be fine. I'll have a couple of days to probably improve my heaters, I think. It probably sounds like the right idea. Okay. We've got an extra sick person. So that is unfortunate, in fact. Okay. Okay, so we can do a care house with radical treatment, which basically keeps them out of the medical posts, so they're not taking up extra beds that like could be used for people that are not gravely ill or require prosthetics. So we want to put this in a heat zone. Probably there is a good idea. And we can just run the street there. Wonderful. Still have to get another automaton in here. I don't know how on earth I'm gonna do that. Okay, so the sick recover 10% faster now at medical posts. This is good. Okay. I don't use these a lot. I don't really get enough wood at any time to do this. So we're gonna go with scouts instead. And we're gonna see what that does for us. Okay. A figure in the distance. Sir, we've noticed something in the distance. A small black dot in the white desert moving slowly towards us. It's possible it might be a survivor. So this is when we finally start sort of getting extra people in, which is very good, very important. But ooh. Heavy hauler. The generators were built thanks to steam lorries like this and their ability to haul cargo over the frozen landscape. It's a shame it can't be repaired. Okay. So we get steel and steam cores. That's super important. I'm gonna keep pushing them out though. Oof. Okay, so there's one survivor. And he will be here in about a day. Which, granted, like, that's not much of anything for sure. But it's fine. It's good enough. Anyway. Okay. Certain automaton has entangled itself hopelessly in its assigned building. We can't free it without at least partially dismantling one or the other. That means shutting down either the automaton or the building. Oh, so it's just the coal thumper, which is like the piece itself. Like the building itself, which is fine. Like that's not a big deal. Because I can just take that off of there and put him there. And he'll still collect coal. It's not a big deal. Okay. Now we've got more scouts. And then we can do automaton scouts. I doubt that I'll get to a point where I can make that many automatons, but it would be nice. You know, it would be nice. Okay. I'm just gonna turn it off for now. I'm gonna let them gather the coal. The building's broken. That's interesting. We're running out of space for wood, and it looks like just in time because the sawmill itself is actually done. So then we dismantle the sawmill and then remantle it. I don't think that's how that word works. And we just reconnect. Well, that's fine. It can be a little ugly back there because it's not really going anywhere anytime soon. Okay. Ooh, the shelter is well built and looks intact. We might still be able to find some resources inside. Raw food and steam cores. Unexpected bounty. The shelter must have been built for some important person or very small group. Whoever was supposed to live here never showed up. The supplies are untouched. 55 raw food, dude. That's a lot, actually. Okay. I'm gonna send him on one last trip out here before I make him come back home with all of the stuff that he's got. I should be saying they. There are several of them that are in that group. It's not just one person. Ah, here's the cutscene. He just dies up at the top. It's interesting. Okay. So this is where this particular scenario stresses me out. So New Manchester, a cry for help. Sir, an exhausted man has just reached our city, badly frostbitten and with a harrowing story to tell. He says he's come from a nearby city called New Manchester, inhabited mostly by workers and their family, but their resources are running out and they're in trouble. Fearing the coming storm, they sent a scout team to look for help, and he's the only survivor. He begs us to help his people. They want me to save the city. And it is so hard to do that. They make it so complicated. Okay. Group of survivors have reached our city. It's just the one guy. Tired, need a place to rest, a bite to eat, perhaps some medical attention. Like, it's fine. He's not even going to be homeless because I have the room for people. So, all is well. Captain, the man who arrived from New Manchester, is in critical condition. If he doesn't get help right away, he'll die. He could be our only chance to learn more about the other city. Let's hope we can save him. It should be a good time. I want to try to save New Manchester. I don't think I've ever actually been successful in doing that. And I don't know... I don't think that that's a good thing. But we're gonna siphon some engineers out and shove them in here. Because we need another automaton that is now available for making. No, it's not. I don't have a steam core. That's right. Well, I can just take them back out. It's fine. I should have another one in a couple of days, though, and that should solve at least part of the problem. Just a little bit of it. They're still building the sawmill back there. I don't know why that's taking so long. New Manchester, helping at what cost? Sir, some of our people are restless. They argue that with the storm closing in, we won't be able to succeed in our mission and help New Manchester at the same time. They understand it's a difficult decision, but they want to know what your priority will be when we have to choose. So now it's like you have to choose between hope and discontent. But I did say that I want to try to help New Manchester. We're just gonna go with that. Oh, it doesn't even rise that much. Okay. I do want to try to save New Manchester. Because like I said, I've never succeeded in it. It's just right here. Or, well, it's part of the way there. Like, New Manchester's somewhere out here, I think. But I really need to get some more scouts out there. But I just don't have the people. I could probably move people if I really wanted to. But it's complicated. Is there any coal there? No. Okay. Go there. Why do I have just an idle automaton? What is happening? Where's the hothouse? Go there. I don't know what you're waiting for. What are you doing? I still have another one. No, that's not it. Oh, it was the one working in the sawmill. I don't really need him working in the sawmill right now, though, so I think I'll just leave him in the hothouse for now. And then get research going. Okay. I don't think that's worth it, so we're just gonna go on to the next tier. Okay. They're at 19 hours, and they'll eventually be back with stuff. I could send an automaton out there, you know? But I have enough to send in, like, another group. So I should probably do that. I think that's a good idea. Well, it's either a good idea or it's not, but here's hoping it's a decent idea. We're not even getting close. Eesh. What's up? Woman in despair. A woman is sitting in the snow pit holding her dead husband's hand, crying her heart out. Perhaps you should have agreed to give people proper burials after all. I did what I had to do. I don't go back on my word. I don't do that. Okay, turn that on. Build rations. Okay. Build rations? Is that how that works? I don't think you can build rations. There we go. That was turned off. Okay. I'm gonna take you off there for a bit. And put you over here. Oh. The city is autonomous. Excellent work. The seedling arks are now being safely maintained by the automatons. All critical operations are secure, and we still have time to spare before the storm hits. If we're to have a shot at surviving, we need to gather as many things as we can. So now I have 12 days until the storm. That's not a long time. I have to build houses. I have to end the expeditions. I have to gather 800... no, that says 8,000. 8,000 coal and 500 food rations. It's very difficult now, right? Like, it gets very difficult. I should probably do something to help with the discontent, because they're real upset for some reason. It's not like they're eating bad food and, like, I'm upsetting them knowing that I'm upsetting them. You know? Like, I don't understand what the problem is. Like, what's the issue? What's the problem, Jack? Okay. So we need the generator efficiency, because that'll take less coal. And the less coal that we lose, the better, because this isn't doing very well already. It's really unfortunate, actually. I might have to shut it down for a bit, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. Are y'all even doing anything? Oh, it's almost done. Okay. I've been wondering, like, I thought I was missing people, but it's because I put a gathering post out there. That makes sense. That should be done soon. I'm actually gonna scouts reached the expedition camp. Okay. Fallen heroes. We found the bodies of the other New Manchester expedition members. Their supplies were completely insufficient for this weather that one of them managed to reach our city from here beggars disbelief. Okay. We get 100 wood. We're going to keep going to the broken vehicle because it's the next step in the process. Are you almost there? Please? I have to get you back. Okay. Because right now, we're not making enough. At some point I might have to not disembody something, but that sounds bad. Don't disembody people. I might have to shut down the generator for a bit. I hope not. I don't want to do that. People get really upset when you do that. Okay. This land dreadnought wasn't designed for this kind of weather. Presumably it was part of one of the prospecting expeditions before the Great Winter. We found some priceless resources there. Nice. 130 steel, 171 coal, and 3 more steam cores. Okay. Now I'm just gonna send them back, and they'll be back within a day with a bunch of stuff. 9 steam cores. It's really important to have this stuff. I also really need more resource depots, I think. Because otherwise I'm not going to have any room to put it anywhere. Okay. Turn you off. Put you there. Okay. And then you're going to be picking up from the coal pile. So now it's a little bit less. We're almost done with the wood crates back there, and then I can move people again, which is really important. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Now I only have to dismantle that. And now I have 8 people to work with. So we're gonna do wood here. Rations there. Okay. We're gonna stick 5 people permanently in there. Stick the rest of them in here. And let them help the automaton work. Okay. Oy. A note of thanks. Someone has left a note at the care house. It reads, "Thank you with all the work we have to do. It's so hard for our families to properly care for an invalid." Sure. Places like this make life a little easier for all of us. I'm glad I could help, and hope will rise. Okay. I need more people so badly. Okay. Let's see what we can do about discontent, because it's starting to get a little bit unmanageable. Okay, so dueling laws. Disagreements between people who face deadly... I can't read that. Can be resolved in a duel. Sometimes people will be killed. And each spontaneous duel will help. Hope will rise. I think I'm just gonna do this. The dueling law. Because even though we have the chance of losing, like, a person, who's working overtime? I don't know. Are you working overtime? Oh. You're not even working overtime. You weren't even there. What do you mean working overtime? Why are you upset? Okay. Wonderful. So generator, perfect. Okay, so now we're making coal again. This is what we need. Okay. Let's see. So now we can get lighter sleds for this. I don't know what I was about to say. For the scouts, which will mean that they will take less time to go places, which is very, very important. Scouts have reached the broken vehicle. Perfect. Okay. Some sort of machine buried under the ice. Our best guess is it's a heavy cargo crawler. This vehicle belonged to the members of an expedition from New Manchester. It was clearly too heavy for the ice it rode over. Using it here was pure suicide. And now we have a steam core. I'm gonna go to the abandoned sawmill, because that storm's starting to approach, and I want to see it before it freezes over. Hopefully it doesn't kill my scouts, because I don't have time for that. But that's okay. You know, it's not a big deal. They're actually going to reach that still faster than our buddies coming home are going to get back home. They're getting real existential in these tags. Oh, it's only going to get colder. Oh, I don't have a way to combat this. Oh, no. Okay. So now we put steam hubs out. Nope. Okay. So steam hubs will produce a small circle of heat. And it's very useful. But it costs coal again, so. The messenger lives. Captain, we've managed to treat the messenger from New Manchester. He's made a full recovery. Thank you. If I'd been in New Manchester, I'd have died. We don't have the means to treat such deep frostbite. His city seems to be dangerously underdeveloped. Hope rises. Okay. So hopefully this should mitigate any freezings. It looks like it did. Okay. I don't know how long that's gonna be for, because it's gonna drop again, but then it'll rise, so I might have time still. But we don't know until we get there, do we? Okay. Let's see. I don't even know where to go from here. Probably improved heaters. Because the heaters in here need to be better. So we're going to roll with that. Consumption. Ooh. Okay. You can disband the scouts. The beaconers send them back out. Okay. I'm going to have y'all go to the South Pass, because I don't think I've ever seen it. Okay. Not much left. There was probably an outpost here years ago. Now there's nothing of it left except for this frozen sawmill. Okay. Cool. So we got more wood, which is good. Because more wood is always necessary. We're full on steel? Ooh. Okay. So we can make probably at least 2 automatons. And I also... We have 500 food rations. I need a place to put more food rations. Because we're running out of space for that. I also need to make the second coal mine if we're gonna be getting more automatons in. Which we will, and I'll put them out there. And we're out of space for steel. We're way out of space for steel. Why was nobody gonna tell me? Why didn't anybody say anything? I'm gonna have to build another one. It's fine. A duel is taking place. Wild. Okay. So we need one for steel. And then this one will be for food rations. Okay, perfect. I have one idle automaton. Why? No gatherable resources. Okay. I'll put you there. I'll put that worker there as well. Might as well. Okay. Oh no, we have 1 hour left. Oh no, oh that's bad. Hey. Okay. We've run out of wood over here, which is fine. Okay. Because now I can put this automaton over here, which is also good. So we have lots of wood right now. The generator's gonna shut down. Okay? Don't panic. Don't panic. We have time. It's just gonna be cold for a minute. Yeah, everything shut down. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. We don't need to worry about it at all. Everything's fine. Nothing is being heated right now, but everything is fine. Okay. So we need that to happen. What else is happening? Okay. They reached the South Pass. New prospects. Traversing the narrow pass while avoiding falling rocks and small avalanches were perilous, but we managed to get through. The observations made from the pass revealed several sites in the area worth exploring. Okay, go to the empty shelter. It's real close to the storm. I hope that doesn't catch you. Okay. The other guys are fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay. Just go to level 1. Oy. No, really. Okay. Dangers of cold. Losing a limb. One of our people has to undergo an amputation. Working in the freezing cold left him in such severe frostbite there was no other choice. You sign the prosthetics law.
Listen, everyone.
Might as well. Okay. Do I have another automaton available? I think I do. Which is great. That means I believe that I can put him there. And that should help that. Okay. I don't know what to do with these people. They just have people now. Okay. Observation tower. Some kind of temporary observation point. We'll have a better view of what's going on once we get to the top of it. So we found the other city. So that's New Manchester. And we're gonna head out that way. Are y'all good? It looks like y'all are fine. Seem to be doing okay. Yeah, I mean, it should be fine. Okay, food quality. People are complaining about that. They understand times are hard and a full meal is a luxury, but eating one from time to time makes a big difference. Is there a choice for that? I can't address that right now. I have too many rations that are not... Here, we'll go back to regular food. I do have plenty of rations that are not regular food. Enough so that I think I can get away with it. Bring it back up. Okay. Okay. I now have another automaton, which we'll also put on the coal. Okay. So now we need technically to be getting more wood. Okay. And then these improved heaters should do the job for most of these places that require heating. Okay. Perfect. Now, we have 3 amputees. We're gonna make 3 prosthetics for those amputees, because then they will become workers again. And then they can actually do stuff for me. And that would be delightful. Three in palliative care, 3 amputees. 2 idle engineers. I don't know what to do with you. I'll put one of you there. Okay. Let's see. I should probably invest in some insulation for some of these buildings, because otherwise they'll just continue to freeze over.
End of shift. Go rest all you can.
Okay. So now we've got good coal production going. At least decent coal production. Okay. Hey. Wrecked vehicle, supply trailer. Oh no. Let's see if you can get there, because I think that is where supplies that we need is. I think that's probably where some stuff is, but now it's going to be a race against the clock to see if they can even get back in time. They're fine. Hopefully they will be too. But I don't know. Because it might not. They might not be. They might freeze while they're out there. I don't really know. Okay. So I want to try to help New Manchester. It's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna make an attempt. Like, I don't know why I wouldn't at that point. Okay. So we're gonna continue to send them out. Further outward. Okay. Aid for New Manchester. We found New Manchester, but its people are lacking about everything needed to survive. We can try to help them, but only automatons will be able to carry supplies across the the windswept wasteland to them. If we want to help them survive the storm, first they need construction materials, wood and steel, to build shelters. This is just the beginning. They will need much more, especially food and coal. So now I need 600 steel, 600 wood, and 1 automaton. Which, it's not the hardest thing in the world. It's just, it is difficult. It is difficult. Let's see. I can put these people there in the hothouse, though. And the automaton will gather the wood. I think that's probably a good something. I think it's a good middle ground for right now. So hopefully that will help, like, actually get things going, because we need more wood, we need more coal, we need pretty much more of everything, and I don't have enough of anything, as a matter of fact. So, okay. Let's see. Priceless machinery. This gear must have belonged to prospectors or explorers who came here before us. Some of it was twisted and crushed by the moving ice. We found many useful things. Steel and other things. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, that seems to be fine. It doesn't look like it's advancing too fast. We have 8 days until the storm arrives, so hopefully that's enough time to get everything that we need. At least for our survival. At minimum, I would like to be able to win. Like, at all, actually. Okay. We're gonna put you there. In that steam hub area. Because we're getting a lot of sick people all of a sudden, and that's not very good. For obvious reasons. And then we can get the healthcare insulation right after that, because that's a pretty smart investment, I think. So it looks like we've taken care of all of the amputees. It looks like they've gotten their prosthetics, which is good. That means that they're able-bodied, working again. That's important. Okay. New landmark research hasn't uncovered anything of value, but we found new stuff. Okay. So we'll send them out to the Dreadnought, because usually the Dreadnoughts have a lot of supplies, at least in terms of, like, steam cores. And I'm going to go ahead and make another automaton, because then I can get this other Steelworks in here. And, like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. Oh, I can't do that. Ah. There we go. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and do it now, so that way I don't have to forget and not do it. And hopefully that will help. Okay. And now I have more people in the hothouse. Pause for a second, actually. Okay. Well, I need these people in the medical lost, actually. Sorry. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah, so the Manchester Dreadnought has steel and steam cores. This dreadnought would have carried hundreds of people. It must have belonged to the citizens of New Manchester. Now it's broken beyond repair. And then we go out to the supply depot, and then after that we will get them back, including my people, because I can send them out here afterwards if I think it's worth it. But it might not be. I don't know. Like, we don't know until we get there, to be honest. Okay. I do think I'm gonna put them on an emergency shift, which they're not gonna like, but it is for the best. Okay, so now they've reached the cracked ice, and there is nothing. Okay. I get to the storm-covered supplies. That'll be the last trip, and then I'll send them back, because there's no way that it'll be worth it beyond that. Okay. So now healthcare is insulated, which will help it keep from being too cold. Okay. Resources. I need the steam coal. No, wait, actually. I don't need that. I'll go ahead and do it. And it might be worth it, but I don't know for sure. So now we have another automaton. That is good. Oh, I thought something happened. Okay. Searching the shack, we found plenty of valuable supplies. Okay. So now I can send them back with that, and that's gonna take about a day. But they have a lot of really good stuff, including enough wood to take care of our friends. I just need steel and the automaton. But there are 3 whole things that we have to do, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do them all. Like, I'm gonna try my best, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Let's see. What can we do to help a little bit? I'll go ahead and do emergency rations.
A new law has passed.
It's actually not bad, because I have rations for years. Like, literally. I have enough. This is not a problem that we face. Okay. So I have a steam coal thumper. So that should help gather more coal, and hopefully that will actually, like, do something for us. Now I definitely need the steam steelworks, because steel is sort of the big thing that we're not really doing great on. So we have many days, luckily, where we don't need to worry too much about the colds, because it's not changing anytime soon. Okay, so we got raw food. That's good. That's good. Actually, go ahead and go to the stone ship. It's probably faster anyway. And I want to see what you find. So so it's okay. Okay. Think we're doing okay on this end. Discontent is completely down, so that's good. Don't need to worry about it. I don't have any houses built. That's probably a problem. I really mismanage my time, to be honest, I think, is the big thing. Like, I don't pay enough attention for long enough, I guess. Or something like that, and I don't know. I don't know what's actually what's actually real. Okay. Okay. So I got Steelworks, which is good. So we need that. And that will bring up the efficiency of steel, which is definitely something that we need. Okay. So they've returned safely with a lot of stuff. And I need you... We can go ahead and go out there, I guess. There's like a second... I've actually done way more exploring than I thought I had. Did my phone go off just now? I thought I heard it. It's emergency weather. I keep telling them to stop. So stop sending me stuff because I don't want it, but they don't listen. Okay. Let's see. Should probably just go ahead and upgrade to the 3rd tier before I don't do it and forget to do it. And I think we can go ahead and build another 2 automatons. And that should be fine. That should help, hopefully. A duel is taking place. Snap. I'm trying real hard to get all this coal together, and it is just not liking me. Hey. What happened? What happened? It sounded like something happened. I don't know. Maybe I can do the thing. Okay. The sick recover faster. Beautiful.
Hear me. New law in the city.
We love it. Sick is recovering faster. It's everything that we've ever needed. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna do workshop emergency shifts right now because we're gonna need it. Refusal to work. You can rest. One of you can rest, I guess. Okay. Beautiful. Stone chip. Literally nothing. Ah. You have too much stuff. I need you to come back. Too much stuff that I need. Need another resource depot. You fit perfectly right there. Thank you. I am doing my dangdest. Okay. Now then. Okay. Do the industrial hothouse. Actually, don't do that. Don't do that. Do the house. Apparently I have to build you houses. Okay. I have another automaton. This is good. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna put you on the hothouse. Ow. I bit my tongue. That hurt. Delightful. And I can probably put what? I don't know. Anyway, okay. They're building another automaton. This is good. This is important. I need more wood storage. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and now I have another automaton. And they will go on the other resource gathering thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Here, essentially. Okay. Perfect. And now okay. Oh boy. Ah, there it is. The steam coal mine. The one thing that we need more than anything else, and we're finally getting to it way late in the game. I don't think I'm going to be able to save New Manchester. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm trying. That's for sure. But it is very difficult to do that, and also, yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't mind. We have enough. What was I saying? Because we barely make enough coal for ourselves, let alone for anybody else. Like, I can't make coal for other people if I don't have coal. I don't really need this because there's not people there, because I have automatons there. So this is probably a good idea to keep up with the wood. But I have plenty of wood. That's really not the issue. The Steelworks is in the next one. Okay. I'm going to streamline the automatons so they cost less, because that does make sense. Okay. So we got a bunch of stuff here. And I can try to send you back out, but I don't know if that's worth it. Because that's going to take you 2 days to get there and back. If you go now, you'll get back in time. Okay. Carry on. Go to the industrial ruins. Okay. I think that's a good idea. Cool. I need more automatons, though. I'm gonna have you make 2 more. Because I might as well. You're doing a good job. Okay. Coal production should major go up. Ow. It hurts. Hopefully. There we go. That's good. Okay. Yeah, coal production is now actually worth something. Okay. Wonderful. Oh boy. Let's see. Okay, good. So automatons now cost less. And then they'll get an increase in efficiency by 10%, and that's definitely something that we want. What's up? Time is running out. The clock is ticking, yet you're doing nothing to help. I'm trying. I am doing my best. I have almost everything. I am doing everything that I can. Okay, steel and coal. So this is good. Okay. I'm gonna let you go here, and then hopefully that's the last of it, and you both can come back. Because I'm scared for your health. I'm scared for your health. And I'm sorry. Do I have new automatons? Did you build them? You did. Yes? Maybe? I don't remember what I was doing with it. Make another one. Well, don't. I mean, maybe don't. I don't know. It's fine. I could put you in one of the medical tents, technically. Yes. Automaton. This is good. I don't have enough space. This is not as good as I thought it was. Okay. I need... I'm just gonna jump ahead to the next layer. I'm getting real close. I'm almost at the end here, and then I can stop. But... I don't think any of this is worth it. I don't really need management of that anyway. Oh, okay, that's why there's okay. Go ahead and take that down then. Cool. Yeah, and then we can just connect it there. That's not much. Let me see. 2 automatons that are idle. I have plenty of food, so that's good. I'm gonna put a worker there. Okay. I don't have anybody sick, so that's a really good thing. I'm trying to think of what we need. Boy. Other than just more resource abilities. I don't think that that's a word. But we're gonna use it as if it is. We're almost out of space. I know. Coal. We'll make both of those for coal. Because I don't have the space for that. Okay. Okay, so the scouts reach down here. Okay. Cool. So yeah, so that's literally everything. So hopefully that snowcat will be the last one. I think I'm gonna actually send them back because they're actually gonna take less time to get out there and back than they will. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it that way. I have an extra automaton available. Okay, so I built 5 houses. And now I need... I'm just gonna build another gathering post. Because I might as well.
Move! Time to get to work.
Okay. Okay. So they got a bunch of steel, and we did in fact actually get everything. We are almost done. Get back. Come back. Okay. So we have 3 days until the storm. We're not gonna save New Manchester. I've done my best, but it's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna keep trying to farm the steel and stuff. But at this point my concern is getting everything else taken care of instead. So let's see. We can do the advanced steelworks and see if we can get it done in time. Like, I don't know that we can, but there's always a chance. And I still have an extra automaton who's supposed to be waiting around to be able to... You can disband here. Okay. I still don't have enough resources at all. So that's good. I'm just gonna build a bunch of them, because clearly I'm just not building enough. Okay. So I am making more coal than I can even see properly. Which is good, that's what you want. But I can barely keep up with it. And then food rations as well. Okay. And then our people are almost back as well. So at least we'll be prepared for the storm, technically speaking. I don't know about... I should probably... Okay, so it costs 5 food rations. That's fine. I need them to be working pretty constantly, actually. I realize now that I'm talking about it, because we're about to get hit kind of hard by literally everything. So hopefully we can prevent too much.
Brace yourselves.
Okay.
Cold is coming.
Hopefully we can prevent from having to worry about it. Okay.
Work time. Get back to work.
So the advanced Steelworks is going. That's only 4 days worth? That's so unfortunate. Okay. Let's see. Now we need... Oh boy. Probably heating, right? I don't even have the basic stuff. Okay. We're gonna do the efficiency upgrade first. And then we will worry about everything else. Okay. Perfect. So we now have everyone back. And that's good. And I don't think anybody's homeless. Which was a big problem, definitely, that I had last time I played this game. So... Okay. So we're making steel. One of our people has been badly injured by an automaton and is now an amputee. Everything's fine. We're just gonna build you a prosthetic, and you'll be back on the road before you know it. You know, like legitimately, literally. We're not worrying about it. We're just Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. Okay. So I need the power upgrade. Good. Okay, we're gonna run out of steel space. That's fine. Okay, so there's no chance for New Manchester. There's just not. It's not gonna happen. Yeah. So our city is ready. Unfortunately for New Manchester, I was just not capable of fixing things for them. It just was not gonna happen, I guess. I mean, it's just a testament to, like, how bad I am at pretty much everything.
Brace yourselves. Hold is coming.
The medical post is fine. We'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. Because I just don't... Now I don't have enough wood. And that's wild. Okay. And then steel. Okay. Cool. How are we doing? Generator range upgrade. We could build more automaton. I don't know what they'll do, but we could certainly build them. We don't need anything for anything anymore. Okay. Perfect. A new automaton has been built. What can you take the place of? One of those. You can take the place of that. Okay. Because you can work in the medical stuff as well. Okay. We're making so much coal every day. It's so good. Okay, we'll put the care house heater on. The workshop heaters should be on. I think that's everything. Okay, so it looks like they should be good. Okay. Okay, now we need the advanced heaters. And another new automaton has been built. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. I need to put you here. Yeah, there's just no... I don't know how people do it. I don't know... I wonder what the trick is, you know? Like, how do you do it? How do you get it done? Because I don't know. We're gonna do another emergency shift. I'm sorry. I know you don't like it. But I need y'all to be working on these upgrades like nothing else.
Work time. Get moving.
Beautiful. Okay. So now the advanced heaters are done. Heater efficiency. Steam hub efficiency. Okay. We don't need additional scouts. Ooh. want that. I want that. Can I have that? City of Steam. We got lots of automatons, folks. We can probably make more. Let's make 6. I don't know what we need 6 of them for. Actually, we probably shouldn't do that. I'm going crazy. Power. That's not true. Okay. What happened? What happened? Ah. Everything else has been taken care of. We've gathered enough supplies. This will have to be our legacy. The final test of our city begins. We did our best. What does that mean? Did I not do good enough? I finished. I won. Fuck New Manchester, apparently. I don't know how people do that. You know? We were chosen stewards of the future. But winter forced us to choose. We found another city, helpless in the cold. But we didn't care. That's not true. But our mission was too important. I tried. It's just really hard to get that. We saved all of the Arks. New Manchester perished. It's not my fault, okay? In the main game, it dies too. I don't know what else to tell you. We did not take the risk of saving others. How do you do it? It will have to be our legacy. It's good enough. It's good enough. But hey, I won. I haven't won the Arks scenario ever, actually, on normal settings. So that was interesting. I wonder what the difference was. Because I really don't know. There are more as well, the refugees. I haven't played these two, The Last Autumn or On the Edge. I don't know what either of these are. I know that I've played these two, but I don't think I've won either of them on regular difficulties either. But I think that's gonna be it. I gotta be up in the morning for work, apparently. I say apparently like I didn't know. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. Thank you for vibing with me, Ghost, and anybody else that popped into the stream, even if you didn't stay very long. Have a good one. Yeah.